you know mom and dad or somebody at home has a gun at home, all right? So that's most of us, right? So, it makes sense, right? It's a way to defend your home, right? So let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about guns are not toys, right? So you guys sometimes watch movies or you watch cartoons or you play video games and you see something that's portrayed on the screen, but it's not really reality. That's just something that they're trying to tell a story, right? So if you did see a gun, what should you do? Like, just someone raise your hand and tell me if there was a gun on the table right now, what should you do?
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it, okay?
Ignore it.
What is it?
Ignore it.
Ignore it? Okay, who else?
Acknowledge it's there, but not do anything with it.
Acknowledge it's there.
Tell an adult.
Tell an adult. Tell an adult, okay. So, first thing you should do if you see a gun, right? Because guns are not toys, right? It's not like a water bottle or a marker or something that you see every day. It's a gun. So you know that it can hurt someone. It can hurt you, right? First thing you should do is stop, right? You see it, stop, don't touch it, right? That's number one. So always, if you see the gun, you're gonna stop, right? Then you're gonna go and you're gonna tell an adult, a grown-up, whoever is around, okay? So if that's a teacher, if that's a police officer, if that's a relative, you have to tell an adult. The reason why is you guys are minors. So I wouldn't suggest that you guys ignore that is there, or just act like nothing, just let them know, because guess what, right? Some of you guys have guns at home. Maybe mom or dad was cleaning the gun, or changing something on the gun, and they forgot to put it back, right? Things happen, right? So if you see it, you say, hey, mom, I noticed, dad left his gun out. And don't grab it, don't touch it, stop. Go grab an adult and let them know, right? So you don't want it to be a situation where you just ignore it and then somebody else comes along and they see it and they get hurt, right? So, and then you're gonna think, I should have said something, right? So if you see a gun, always stop, don't touch it, and tell an adult, right? Those are the three things that I want you guys to remember, okay? So if a gun is in a home, how should a gun be kept in a home? Should it just be kept on top of the refrigerator, or like, cause it's a high place, or should it be kept like hidden behind like a pillow somewhere? In a safe?
In a closet with no windows.
In a closet?
Locked cabinet.
In a locked cabinet?
And underneath, like, the back of the bed.
Okay.
Unloaded in a locked cabinet.
Unloaded, okay. So that brings a question, right? So ammunition, bullets, right? So all that stuff needs to be kept secure. The idea of a locked cabinet, a safe, or even if the parent has the gun with a trigger lock, that it's like it's kind of like a rope that kind of goes through the gun. So that way the gun is on slide lock, you can see that it's empty, and the trigger guard or the trigger lock is on there. So that way no one can get to it, right? So, or you guys can't just grab it and use it. So the idea is it needs to be kept secure in some form, in some fashion, right? So stored in a safe, a locked cabinet. Also ammunition. Guns should not be stored with the bullets and the ammunition, the magazines, the clips, should not be stored inside of the gun. So you can have the gun in a safe with the magazine, and then you can just insert the magazine and they can use that gun, right? But they should not be stored together, just in case, right? Just in case of accidents, right? So I also want you guys to remember, if you do see a gun, always treat it like it's loaded. Even if you think you see it and you're like, that trigger guard lock or is on it and you think it's empty, don't assume it's empty. Just treat it like it's a loaded firearm and don't touch it, right? Okay? And then you never ever want to pick it up and point it at someone, right? You don't want to point it at yourself. You don't want to say, hey, I want to see what's going on. No, you don't pick it up. You don't point it at anyone, right? And always keep your finger away from any trigger. If for whatever reason you had to pick up a gun by an adult telling you to just move it or something, never put your finger where the trigger is. All right, always make sure that that finger is away from there. And the other one is be aware of your surroundings, right? So not only I'm talking to you guys, right? But if I'm gonna take out my gun and point it this way, what's beyond this wall? Look outside the window. What do we have? What is it? There's the other. Yeah, the other building. So there's people there, right? So I need to be aware of that, right? So always be aware of your surroundings. So not just what's right in front of me. Right in front of me is you guys. But if this way there's people this way. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. Always make sure that you stop, you don't touch it. You tell a grown up, right? And if it's stored in a home, it should be stored in a secure, locked cabinet, safe, or something underwear. Okay? You guys have any questions?